So now we're going to start the Bodyscan meditation. First of all, I'm going to read a very short poem. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You may not be perfect, but you are all you've got to work with. The process of becoming who you will be begins first with the total acceptance of who you are. Perhaps remembering those words, be gentle with yourself. You are all that you've got to work with. So this acceptance we can explore in the body scan. So allowing that sense of starting to settle, of being as comfortable as you can be, and knowing that at any time during the practice, you can move, change position. There's no point being really uncomfortable if changing position would be helpful, because that's what you would focus on only. So being kind to yourself. And as we begin to notice the sense of the weight, the shape, the length of your body. Let it rest down on the seat or the ground or the bed. Feel how the weight of your body is actually drawn down by gravity. We don't have to force the body to sit or lie or even stand. We can allow the body to rest, to use that friend gravity, to allow the body to be gently drawn down, released, softening to the points of contact beneath you, behind you, under your feet. Notice this sense of resting back into your body. You might notice points where you strain against this gravitational pull. Because normally we're so busy, always on the go, always moving into the next moment willy-nilly. See if you can feel how the body rests into those points of contact. Might be a lot, it might be a little, or somewhere in between. Notice. Does it feel hard? Does it feel tough? Does it feel soft or giving or ruckled? Do you notice how the points of contact actually change a little? Nothing stays the same from moment to moment. Let yourself unfold. Feel how the body can rest back, even just a little. And now, begin to notice any sensations you feel in your feet. If we start at the feet, noticing, feeling, and letting go. This moment by moment experience of how the body is feeling, what we are sensing. And then we let go and move on to the next thing, the next part of the body. So allowing ourselves, our awareness, just to gently glide through the body, noticing, feeling, letting go. Let your attention rest deep into your feet. How do they feel right now? What do you notice? Tingly, tight, fat, thin. Maybe one foot's colder than the other. Be curious, how do they feel right now? All of the toes, perhaps the sense of the toenails. What about the little joints in each toe? Can you feel any spaces between the toes? Can you let your awareness be kindly, attentive, really curious? Always noticing, validating, and letting go. Coming to the soles of your feet. The curved arches of the inner feet. The heels. The sides. And the thin skin that covers the front of your feet, where you may feel the tendons that come up and reach towards the ankle joints. How do they feel right now? Can you feel your ankle joints? Do they feel sharp, jagged? Maybe they feel nothing at all. Remember, we're not looking to make a sensation, we're looking to notice the sensations. And if there are no sensations, that or noticing in that moment. And by now you might have noticed that your thoughts interrupt. They take your attention off somewhere else. This is normal. This is what our minds do. So when you notice this, this is a magic moment of mindfulness. It's as mindful as following the practice, coming out of your busy head, noticing. And the thoughts that you notice, perhaps you can imagine them like leaves on a tree. You notice the leaves, and then you let the leaves drop into the canal below, and off they float. Doesn't matter how many times we notice the thoughts, the leaves, and let them go. Each time we're being mindful. We're being back in the moment of now. Coming back to the practice, how do your shins feel? The sharp bones at the front there. And often when we're feeling tight, anxious, stressed, or worried, those muscles at the front there really tighten hard. They hold on to the ankle joint and the knee joint above, as if gripping onto our feet in case they fall off. How do they feel right now? The calf muscles. And coming in to your knees. Joint spaces. Do they feel cramped? Spacious? Do they feel a bit tender or tight? Maybe you feel the hard kneecap at the front and the kind of hollow at the back of your knees. Allowing yourself to notice and let go. Coming into the sense of your thighs, big muscles, big bones. How are they resting at the moment? Or perhaps they're perching, still feeling that just in case, what if mode. Can you let them soften a little? Doesn't matter if you don't. It's the invitation, the noticing, the allowing, and the letting go. And can you feel your hip joints? The hip joints can often feel a little tender or tight. Perhaps you have an inclination to soften a little. Just a smidge. And the hip joints are part of the pelvic ball, the pelvic floor, the sitting bones, the full curve of that sacral joint. The pelvic bowl that holds all the pelvic organs. Maybe you can feel some weight through the sitting bones. Or that sacral joint if you're lying down. And how does it feel just above the sacral joint in your back, where often the muscles tighten, tense, coil, impinge on our breathing as they hold on? Can you let your lower back soften a little? Let go. Release into the pelvic bowl just a tiny bit. And you might feel how the breath at the back of your body, where the spine and the rib cage, the shoulder blades all lift up and let go with the breath. How does that feel? What do you notice? How your back feels? Coming into your shoulders. Can you notice? Are they soft? Are they holding on really tight? Our shoulders are a well-known place for tightening, holding. Can you let them soften a little away from your neck? Perhaps drop back or down just a little. Releasing, if possible. And all of the front of you. Can you feel in your belly? What does your belly feel like? Can you notice perhaps the skin just lifting up a little and letting go? Perhaps you notice a waistband tightening and then loosening. And a bit like the lower back, if you soften into your belly, you might notice that the breath drops a little deeper. And all of the chest, right round from the sides to the breastbone, the collarbone, lifts up on the in-breath and releases on the out-breath. How does that feel for you right now? And do you feel how the breath fills the front of you, fills the back of you, loosens into your shoulders when we soften into your chest and belly, into your back, your lower back, and the rhythm of the breath, breathing in and breathing out, letting go. Coming to your arms now. Feeling your hands. Are they warm? Are they cold? Are they fidgety? Maybe restless, maybe too warm, maybe a bit cold. Noticing, feeling, letting go. The thumbs, the fingers, the knuckles, the fleshy parts on the palms of your hands, the thin skin on the front of your hands. Noticing, letting go. Into your wrists. Your wrists work so hard, helping to provide definitive movement. How do they feel? Your lower arms. The feel of your elbows. Your upper arms. Your shoulder joints. Your arms resting. And not forgetting your armpits. How do they feel? They too move with the breath, but usually unnoticed. How do they feel now? Noticing the feel of your neck. We often hold a tightening tension in our neck. What do you feel in your neck right now? Can you get a sense of softening into the back of your neck, the sides of your neck, the front of your neck? Letting the muscles lengthen a little and release, even just a bit. And all of your head. How does it feel? Can you notice this sense of the weight, the shape, the space it occupies? Can you be curious? Can you actually feel your head? The scalp, the hair. And can you let your awareness unfold all of your face? The brow, the eyebrows, the eyes, feel of your cheeks, your chin, uncrinkle around your mouth. And if you let your lower jaw drop a little, you release all of your mouth. You might even feel your ears move a little. And all of your body, from the top of your head right down to the tips of your toes. Can you let your awareness rest into your body? Perhaps on the flow of the breath that saturates into you, through you. Can you rest your kindly attention, awareness into your body? Let yourself feel how the breath befriends everything it finds. Softly embraces, perhaps creates a softening space for those aches and tensions, tenderness, maybe even pain. Let this tender awareness soothe and embrace. Spend a few moments doing this. Rest into your soothing, breathing awareness. Breathing in and breathing out, letting go. Very gently now, beginning to close this practice. Perhaps forming the intention to notice how you feel, this sense of mindful awareness. Perhaps take it forward with you into the rest of your day. And very gently now, expand your awareness to include all the sounds you can hear. Perhaps the light bouncing on your eyelids, the points of contact beneath you, behind you, and maybe a taste or smell. And in a moment, when you're ready, just begin to move gently, slowly, as we go into the next part of the day.